Welcome to Shattered Dungeons. This week, we have a whole lot of excellent stuff planned. If you are into having very intricate battles, this is going to be the one for you. So, we wanted to give a huge shout out to our own Jay Crutchfield 12 on Twitch. He plays Reg, for those of you who don't know that. Reg, would you like to say hey?
Hello, everyone. My name is Reg. My name's... I'm Jordan. As David said, my Twitch handle is jcrutchfield12. And David's kind enough to give me a little shout out since I have just started streaming this week. I've done a personal stream of The Witcher 3 on Sunday nights, and on Monday nights I'm doing sort of random games playing in character as Reg. So if you happen to find Reg amusing, give us, come check it out.
That honestly it is my favorite. We all know how Reg's character can be, but the idea of him playing through the game Hitman is just very appealing to me. So,
yes,
give
the
him
world's
a follow.
Most polite assassin.
Yeah, give him a follow on Twitch. He's great. While you're there, also give Reckless Fury a follow on Twitch as well. He plays Caden, and he is Reckless Fury says Reg is awesome +1 buddy system. But
gotta love the buddy system.
Yeah, give him a follow as well. There's a couple other things we wanted to make known about the land. We will be at WasabiCon in Jacksonville, Florida. We will also be at Ancient City Con, also in Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Florida. And those are in September for Ancient City Con and October for WasabiCon. If you are going to be there, we'll have play booths, or play tables rather, we'll be at. Come check us out, say hey. For those who will be at Ancient City Con, we will have a booth set up. We'll be selling books, merchandise, etc. It's a lot of the stuff you can find on our store online, but if you want to come by, say hey, we'd love to get to know you, get to hear some of your favorite parts of our show, and really just interact, get to know new people. So come by, say hey. More details about that will come out the closer it gets, but as it stands right this second, just be aware that we will be there. So, lastly, tonight we are without a couple people due to some scheduling conflicts, which is A-okay, because we are still going to have a wonderful adventure. Pax is here. I mean, not Pax. Reg is here. Masenna is here. I'm here. It'll be great.
You're here.
Yeah, you guys are here. It'll be totally fun. Who knows? Caden may jump on later. We'll see. It'll be festive to say the least. So, but with that, go share our podcast, share our stream. Anyone who you think would like it, just share it with them. One of the things we want to do is kind of grow the amount of reviewers we have on our podcasts, on iTunes, on Spotify, etc. So if you haven't done so already, go subscribe, download, check it out, slam a door in anger. It'll be fine. So, well, that is all I have. Let us begin our show. Welcome back to our show. With me tonight is Jordan playing Reg. Reg, give it a little hello.
Hello everybody, it's me, Reg. And who is you?
You know who I am. We also have Forrester playing Masenna.
Who has returned at last.
At long last. And then Dion is not on voice right now, but he will be playing Caden in a wee bit. So he'll jump in as he arrives. So to recap our adventure thus far, which I think is really necessary, the group has found an artifact while trying to make some money. Turns out the artifact is way more powerful than they initially imagined, and they've been hunted, first by a group called the Emerald Guardsmen, who later was found out to be working for an organization called the Silver Shadow. They were captured by the Emerald Guardsmen and brought to the Silver Shadow in a vampire's home of Castle Morvale. There, they were given the knowledge to seek out what the artifact does in the city of Mivra. While en route there, Pax and Masenna were captured thinking they had the artifact by the Silver Shadow. They were rescued by Mr. Business, Caden, and Reg, and then continued on their journey. When they got to Barsuli, they parted ways. Masenna had a summons from her family to deal with some official business. Mr. Business left with her to protect her. The rest of the group carried on towards Mivra, where they helped. They not only found the Vasilician Legacy, the organization they were trying to find to shed some light on what the artifact does, but they also helped clear them of murder charges being weighed against them. So, we pick it up after the group of Caden, Reg, and Pax have cleared the organization of murder charges and have gone to the inn for the evening. The day begins quite normal. A very saturated sun rises, illuminating the town in a reddish glow before reaching its normal bright yellow. As you each exit your inn rooms, you're greeted with the familiar faces of your comrades, all leaving their rooms at the same time. Pax greets Caden, Caden greets Reg, Reg greets Pax. The three descend the stairs to the inn's common room and speaks with the innkeep about breakfast. After indulging in a much-needed sustenance, you're each surprised to see a familiar face descend the stairs. Masenna! Reg, Pax, and Caden get up and exclaim in joy. Masenna, it's good to see you! How have you been? Tell us about your journey! The joyful exclamation is met with a saddened look as Masenna speaks of her travels with Mr. Business. Masenna?
Yes, unfortunately it appears our business is finished. But I will get to that in a moment. I was summoned to the city of Shindor to deal with some family business. Mr. Business accompanied me, and when we went there, we found that instead of meeting my family and the envoy to communicate over our legal disputes in my home, that they were instead representatives of the Silver Shadow. They pursued us, and it is a miracle. Well, it is almost a miracle that I escaped with my life, and it is only because Mr. Business lost his that I am even here today.
Oh no.
But I have the lion soul siphon, so that's something.
I guess it's no longer business time.
In memoriam.
As I said, our business is unfortunately finished.
The group mourns the death of Mr. Business together for some time, then once again in their own way. Pax takes it especially hard. She packs her things and leaves toward the Vasilician Legacy. One by one, the group does the same and follows after her, wishing to pour themselves into making sure Mr. Business's sacrifice was not in vain. The group finds the research facility portal in working order, and after Reg recounts his notes for Masenna on what they've experienced thus far since their parting, they enter to see Pax hard at work with one of the reconstitution researchers. And so let me kind of change this.
So there was no rats in the sewer. It was just them boys we killed. And then, so, you know, we we prove these guys innocent, and they's got a baby dragon. They're not being very kind to it, but I am told that baby dragons aren't very kind in return, so it's kind of neither here nor there.
As he concludes, you enter to see Pax hard at work with one of the reconstitution researchers. She greets you and says, I think I can bring him back. I think there's a way we can resurrect Mr. Business, but I need to stay here and study. I need to research. I need to practice. I spoke with Vond. He says you're more than welcome to search the research archives for knowledge on our artifact, but he needs us to do something first. The Queen has requested our presence in his. I'm hoping in the next day or so I can learn the spell we would need to bring Mr. Business back. Meet with the Queen. See what she wants. I should be ready to go tomorrow. When you're done with Vaughn, just head back here and we can search the archives about the Lion's Head Soul Siphon. The group departs toward Castle Mivra. And so, back in the city of Mivra, I'm gonna put everyone where they need to be, and then move your little tokens over. Alright, so there's the portal to the Vasilician Legacy. Castle Mivra is to the south some ways. It's built into the rock face of the mountainside. The entrance has a bridge leading toward it, but it's daylight, normal business hours. It shouldn't be too bad. Are you guys going to do anything before heading into the castle?
I'm a little lost as to where our tokens are.
Oh. Sorry.
Thanks.
Yep.
So, it's good that you're here. I mean, it's terrible that the way you got here. But, Masenna, I do have something for you if you wanted it. I know that everyone else doesn't seem to like to wear the armor like I do, but I do have a set of armor if you was interested. It's, leather. It's that studded leather stuff that I got off them
I'll take it.
boys. Yeah, here you go. I'm not really good at fitting things, so it...
Well, I wouldn't want you to fit my armor on me anyway.
Well, no, that would be impolite. I'm sorry if I gave off any improprieties.
So, Reg hands the armor to Masenna. Masenna takes a moment and kind of finds a more private area and dons it. Do you guys continue elsewhere, or do you go straight towards the castle?
I suppose the castle, we don't have many other directions at this.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything than other trying to bring our friend back, especially if he gave his life, saving you and all.
And thankfully, you know that Pax is working diligently on that. So you guys are gonna just head right towards the castle then. It takes a couple minutes. You end up speaking with some of the townsfolk, Reg especially, greeting them specifically, as he does.
Good morning, everyone. I am Reg.
Just announcing it as walking through the city
Are we
streets.
going to need to go back and get Mr. Business's body?
I don't know how that works. Maybe they was tell us when we get back.
It also seems next to impossible. We fell down a pit that I couldn't even see the bottom of.
Well, that's why they make rope, is what I hear.
I don't know if I've seen that much rope in my life.
Caden chimes in that the typical resurrection spells do require some sort of piece of the body, whether it be a hair or something of their essence. Pax seems to be on this tangent that there's a way to do that, basically using energy enough, or like mental energy, to identify who it was and teleport the body to you guys so that it can be resurrected. Caden and her and some of the researchers had a moment where they were just talking magical jargon, if you will, kind of confusing. But from what you could ascertain, it was very much, it's a long shot, but a real possibility that he could be resurrected, considering the research facility that is currently at your disposal. So,
I figure, I don't mean to be impolite, but he is a cat man, and maybe he shed somewhere, and we can, I don't know, pick up some fur if we need it.
That is a real
Someone
possibility.
can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But remind me when we gets back to the people. We got that portal thingy a long time ago in them tombs, and it looks a lot like their door. Should ask them if it's a cool little model, if there's any sort of tricksy things about it.
That's a good point. The shadowed or shaded Azure Gate could be a way to travel quickly between destinations, or maybe bring him back from another plane of existence. So
we will jot that down for later.
Indeed.
Anywho, I am so sorry to be rude, all you peoples here. My name is Reg. Thank you for waiting. Who is you?
So after some time and some introductions, some dialogue as you enter, the queen enters the room. She is Queen Visarnak of Mivra. She addresses the court. I demand that all non-essential personnel leave. Mivra nobility, retreat to your quarters and await my summons to conduct our court business. As for our newfound allies, step forward. You each step forward along with Vond. She takes her seat and the guards relax slightly. She speaks again. You have proven the innocence of the Vasilician legacy, an order established for the record-keeping of our esteemed society, dating back to Mivra herself. It is a great honor to prove an organization's innocence, even more so an organization so integral to the... There's an explosion somewhere in the castle, and seemingly out of thin air, many silver shadow operatives appear and begin assassinating everyone in sight. Un momento.
Man, you think you get them all, and then they just keep coming back.
Yeah, it never ends. So there are many silver shadow operatives in the throne room. They begin assassinating everyone in sight. Queen Visarnak lets loose a massive stream of lightning and fire, as does Vond, defeating several operatives as the guards make haste towards your group and the queen in protection. In the same moment, you turn to attack the remaining operatives. Through the fighting, the queen shouts, "Protect the nobility! Ensure they are safe! And head to the vault immediately! Summon the battle mages and seal the ancient storm elemental in its cage!" She addresses the group. "Protect the nobles! Make haste! You have my authority to roam the castle and command my guard!" She tosses you a gold ring with her family crest on it. "This will establish you as a member of my command! Make haste!" She incinerates another operative and rushes off with her elite guard and Vond towards the academic chambers to the north, leaving
very trusting.
leaving several operatives alive for you to deal with. That is a good observation. I think part of it too, though, is you did just save an organization from total destruction, and a very important organization to the city at that. So Vond is gone. The queen. Vond and the queen are gone. You guys can go ahead and make some initiative checks. Well, I guess rolling initiative is what it's actually called. Durr.
Oh, Reg, you can't catch a break.
Yeah, Reg, you go last. And then this one's for Caden. Okay, so Masenna, you're going to be first, and then enemies, and then Caden, then Reg. So, let's see. So you have the court wizard.
Wait, are these not guards in the room?
There are some guards, and there are. So I'm moving people around right now.
When are they gonna act? That was my question, I guess.
So I'll do foes and guards at the same time.
Fair enough.
So currently you have a couple guards dead right now. Those guys are fighting. This guy is dead. That guy is dead right there. Or lady, I should say. Alright, so Masenna...
The shroud get killed.
Yeah. Alright, so Masenna, you're up first. What would you like to do?
I'm going to draw my sword, and who's this guy right next to me? What's special about him?
This guy right different. There?
Yeah.
The person immediate to your left. He is the court mage of Mivra. So he is one of the advisors on the potent arts to the queen herself. He is part of the team at your disposal.
I am going to take my sword, and I suppose I'm going to go engage this one here.
Okay. So you backpedal a little ways and jump right in with that guy.
Did they tell us which direction we were supposed to be heading?
Not at all. The queen took off to the top of the map, which I said north. It's actually south, but on our map it's to the top. Kind of behind the throne, built deeper into the mountainside. You ascertain, based on where the nobles left earlier when they were commanded to leave, that they are at the bottom of the map, north, kind of back towards some of the areas closer to the outside cliff face, if you will. Masenna, that attack does not land. Do you have a second attack?
Nope.
Okay. Would you like to cast a spell of any kind?
I don't have any.
Okie dokie. Moving on, it is the enemy's turn. The Silver Shadow Operative by you, Masenna, is going to attack. And he has... Does 188 hit?
I've been away for a couple weeks. Is that just compared to my armor?
Yes. Go ahead.
It's 225, so it doesn't...
Cool. So both his attacks do not land. This Silver Shadow Operative down here rolls his two. They land twice, dealing 110 damage to that guy. Let's see. This one advances over here to assist. He gets hit twice as well, minus 110. This one is going to attack the battle mage, and so I'm just going to roll single attacks for them. Hit, or no, 2 misses. And Reg, does 130 doesn't hit you, correct?
No.
Cool. Alright, that is the enemy's turns. The battle mages are all going to cast their spells in response. So they do 148. What is my target? So that's... This guy loses 100. Ooh, that's a good hit. Alright, so minus 200. All right, so this one to the south, or to the north, furthest from you, gets hit pretty badly and is killed. This one over this way gets hit by some spells and is killed. And with that, it is Caden. Caden is going to roll one of his spells, which is a hit against this one. He takes 120, and Caden takes 25 health. Alright, Reg, it is your go.
Okay, so Reg is going to pull out his brand new ebony ice halberd. Hey, Masenna, check out my new friend. I call it Winter. And is going to attack this fella right here.
Go ahead and roll. Nice. That is a hit. How much damage?
182 ice damage.
Woo! Do you get a second attack?
I do if he's still standing.
He is still standing.
How about now?
No, he dead. Nice.
Oh, I love this new one real good.
With that, it is back to Masenna.
Oh, before my turn ends, can I talk to the mages that are on our side?
Say that again.
Before the turn ends, can I talk to the mages on my side?
Absolutely.
Hey guys, which way did they say we was going? We need to go this way, right?
Which direction are you pointing? Towards the bottom of the map or the top?
Yeah, where this. Do you see my circle?
Yes, that is. They say yes. That's the way towards the nobles.
Okay, we all fight together and we all make it out together.
Roll a speechcraft check.
Terrible. Hey.
Yeah, not too bad. You kind of rally them. So yeah, they kind of get pumped. On their turn, they will do stuff. Masenna, it is up to you.
I am going to try to engage this one again, frantically looking over my shoulder to try to make sure that the nobles are making their way out.
Okay. So that is a swing and a miss. Roll 1d100, just outright. Okay. I'll have you be making that roll just so you know periodically. The Masenna swings and it doesn't connect. The Silver Shadow operative ducks out of the way, closer towards the court mage, but still in front of Masenna. He is then going to attack the court mage to try and cease his abilities. He misses, however. I'm just going to go by fight that's going on. The court mage responds by casting a spell towards him. He lands, dealing 100 points of damage. The battle mages here in front of Reg both kind of channel their energies towards the same target. They both hit, killing this one in front of you. The other one's still at large.
Good job.
Down here, the Silver Shadow are about to take him out, and these guards are about to respond in kind. So I'm rolling for the Silver Shadow. Both misses. Oop, and a critical. This guard is now dead. The Silver Shadow guy hops over. The guards now get their response, and they are going to attack. Hit, 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 hit. So they deal. Those guys are still alive, but they've taken significant amounts of damage. All right, Caden, it is your turn. He is also going to roll an attack. That is a miss on the first one, hit on the second one. It connects with the guy in front of you, Reg, who takes 100 points of damage. Caden takes another 25. Reg, it's your turn.
Okay, so
Let me look at what I got.
Reg is going to switch over to the crossbow of ice bolts and fire at the operative here that is messing with Masenna.
Okay.
Say hello to Mr. Freeze.
That is not a hit.
Say hello again, in case you missed it the first time.
That is a hit. How much damage?
It is 170 ice damage.
Silver Shadow Operative dies in front of Masenna, being frozen completely. Masenna, that means it is back to you. Go ahead and roll that 1d100 real quick.
Sure thing.
Okay. Continue your turn.
I am going to, let me count. I'm going to rush over here. Try to help this guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was my roll. 90.
Nice. Your roll was good. Your bonus is not too great. It doesn't break through his armor. He's wearing a very strong piece of mail. With that, it is his turn. He is going to turn and attack you. 106 misses, as does 156. The battle mage in front of you is going to fight, miss, hit. So they all kind of channel their energies together into an ice arrow, and it flings into that guy, killing him. And then down here, the Silver Shadow Operatives are all going to attack these guys. That is a critical. So one of the guardsmen, or the Mivra guards, is now dead. They respond by attacking. The one responds by attacking back. He hits twice, killing one and killing the second one.
Oh, good job, boys.
Everyone very quickly rallies, kind of in the corner. Everyone who's still alive does. Let's see. So right now you have a couple of battle mages, one of the guards, and the court mage with you. That will be your team that is available to you, in addition to you guys. So, the fighting comes to a halt, and you kind of look around, and you feel that everyone in this room has been dealt with. Now, you have 5 people available to you that you are commanding. They'll follow your orders. You two, Masenna and Reg, you guys are kind of leading the way. Caden's fallen behind a little bit, just to help cover up the rear and help provide any healing or warding that needs to happen. So, what do you do?
Okay, so you God's people, the boss lady, she said that they was going this way and that they had it covered, right?
They say that they communicate. Aye, so the Queen went off to deal with some of the more pressing matters. From what I heard, we're trying to go down and make sure those nobles are taken care of, and that nothing happens to them.
Yeah. Before we run this way, is there anything over here, any peoples or things we need to know about that could need our help?
Over that way? No, that's more of a ceremonial area. No one was in there to my knowledge.
Okay, so you think it's good to just go straight into battle?
I would say if our task is to make sure our nobility is safe, then let's do that.
Okay, I see. I guess I'll take point. Caden, you said you was covering our butts, right?
He says yes.
Okay, good. So we, just to catch you up to speed, we believe in the buddy system. We should try and pair up and always keep an eye on your buddy, help out best you can, and it helps us get us out of sticky situations.
You know what the stupidest thing is there is exactly enough people to do the buddy system.
Hooray for the buddy system. Okay, Masenna, I don't mean to be condescension or nothing, but you stay behind me because I'm such a big fella. If they start shooting, you won't get hit, at least not from the front, right?
I would have stayed behind you even if you asked me to go in front.
That's pretty funny.
Levity is good. Okay, so we gonna head in. I'm gonna be the spear point, and two of you flank one end, two of you get the other side, so a left side and a right side, and Caden and his buddy take up the rear.
Alright, so I'm just kind of moving people around right now. But you enter in as best of a formation as you possibly can into the cavernous hallway. As you exit the walls that are very clearly... Is that Caden I hear?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, welcome. So...
Welcome back, buddy.
I know you've been kind of listening and following along, so you're taking up the rear with the court mage. You have a couple people that are helping. The castle of Mivra has been attacked while you were being granted a ceremonial experience, I guess. I don't know. Your task right now is to make sure that the city of Mivra's nobility is safe. So, that being said, you guys are exiting the throne room into one of the stone hallways. Reg and Masenna are in the lead. And as you can kind of peer down the hallway, it just looks to be more cavernous area. And so I'll kind of reveal some of what you can see in your periphery right now. But the most important thing is you have a huge choice. Do you go left or right down the cavernous hallway?
Okay, you guys, which way do you think the most people is that we can protect?
Looking back to the guards?
If we go left, provided nothing comes up behind us, is a lot more narrow, and we can have like a blockade type system going on. If we go right, there's just a lot more room to spread out, I suppose. So I don't know how you want to do it.
It is up to the team.
You know what? I trust my buddy to get my back. So if you think we should go this way and not get taken from the rear, we should do it.
Well, I mean, either way, there's unknowns in both directions, so something could still come up from behind us.
So, Mr. Guardsman, there's no like emergency traps or nothing, right?
No, we don't have traps in the city, or in the castle rather, at all.
It'd still be a good idea to be on the lookout in case them silver boys is being sneaky. But if you think there's good amount of people this way, let's head this way. And if we's wrong, we head back and try and just help as many people as we can. Okay?
Everyone nods in agreement, a solemn agreement. Caden, what are your stats, real quick, before we move on?
I can't remember. What level did we finish last time?
15.
Just at 122 my health.
Okay. Cool. All right, moving on. So, peering down this hallway, thankfully, you didn't go in guns a-blazing or anything. Reg, you spot what can only be described as something that would make you very, very scared. It is a massive troll.
Okay. Everybody stop.
So, looking down the corridor cave area, I mean, this thing is huge. I'm talking four times the size of Reg almost. It is massive. It barely fits in the hallway. To the best of your ability, you discern that it plans on just going through the cave. And I mean literally through the cave. It can probably knock down walls and get through the hollow stone, not hollow, but the shallow stone to get to whatever part of the building it needs to. So, it has not spotted you. It appears that it is the only thing there, and it appears that it's being faced by 4 guards alone. And with your vast knowledge of trolls, which isn't a lot, they're probably going to get destroyed.
Yeah, that other troll we met was pretty strong, and he was but a youngin'.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear that.
There's a troll.
No, I heard the troll. I didn't hear Reg.
Oh, so the last... you guys fought a young giant, or a young ogre, rather, and it was a youngin' and almost destroyed the whole thing.
Okay, they is gonna need our help. But you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. I can understand that. But this is my plan. I've got Mr. Freeze here, and I can probably get one good shot in while he ain't aware. And if y'all could you guys got the magics in you, right? I saw you shooting off the stuff. If we all just gave it our best shot, unloaded everything in one go while he ain't looking, maybe we got a shot to turn the tide here.
Maybe. I'm down.
Do you mind bringing your mic up in volume, Caden?
I'm sorry about that. I'm down.
There you go. Cool. So, do we want to try and surprise it, or not?
Out of character, Reg is, at least for himself, suggesting a sneak attack with the ice bow, and for at least that one shot, and then if everyone can just pump everything they got in one go before he even notices us, it gives us hopefully a fighting chance to either take him out or weaken him enough that he isn't going to wreck us if we then face him in combat.
Okay.
Oh, Masenna, you know that thing you do where you say real nice things and it makes us all feel real good?
Are you remembering? I've been away for some time. Are you remembering quite right?
When we was in that jail, you were like, you guys can do it. And then we went from not being able to hit stuff to hitting everything.
Oh, you mean talk some sense into you?
If that's what you call it, sure.
That was good.
If you could do that when we goes to do this, if we could do it all at the same time, it might really help us out.
Well, I think I can do that.
All right. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. And what we'll do is based on that, we'll go right down the line. And the fun part about this is going to be seeing how much damage we can possibly do in a one turn's time. Because once that thing knows you guys are there, man, good luck. So we have
don't forget wards, Caden, when we need them.
Reg is going to lead, followed by Caden. Masenna will come up last, and then the guards will go just before Masenna. And then when the time comes, the troll will get a turn before Masenna. Alright. Caden, are you warding the rest of the group and then healing yourself?
Yes.
Okay, everyone is warded, which means you have an 80-point damage shield and you gain 10 to your armor rating. The leader of the pack, in terms of initiative, goes first. So, Reg, make it count.
Alright, so he is aiming that Dargoth crossbow in. Since he's unaware, I get the plus 25 to my attack bonus, right?
Correct.
Okay. Here goes nothing, guys. Good luck. That is the first shot.
Okay. Second shot. Just do your whole turn and then I'll address it. And that's all you get, correct?
Yeah, only 2 right now, I think.
Okay. So the first one completely misses. The second one is absolutely a hit.
Since I didn't connect with that first one, would the sneak apply to the one that did hit?
Yes.
Sweet. That would be 560 damage.
All right. 560 damage dealt to the troll. Next up is Caden.
All right. I am going to hit him with cold gust.
Okay.
Wait.
Are they getting the plus 25 also?
Yes, everyone is getting plus 25 on this attack.
Sweet.
So here we go. Those are my 2 cold gust casts, 225 and 216.
All right, they both hit. How much damage is the first one? Oh, it's 150 times 2 is 300. And then the second one is just 150. All right. Now it's the guard's turn. Let's see what they can... That's not right. I just rolled 1d 145. What is happening?
It counts. It counts.
No. They get 145 as their bonus. So that guy hits. His second misses. That guy misses. Second one connects. All right.
Is that 145 with their plus 25?
No, but I'm adding that in my head.
All right. Good old math.
All right. Everyone on this flank over here to your left, Reg, has done their attacks. The flank on your right is just barely so 2 hits. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
All right, so that's 200 from the one guy, 100 from the second attack, 100 from his... No, okay, 100 minus 200. All right, that's that. Boyo in the back rolls his. That is just a single, or 2 hits. Minus 90. All right, Masenna, it is your turn. Do you have a ranged weapon at all?
That I do not.
Okay. So, what would you like to do on your action?
Well, do you guys want me to use that thing now, or we're still so far away? I guess if you guys want to do it at...
Yeah,
All right.
I think it would be helpful.
We don't exactly know what we're going up against. We haven't done anything like this before, so you're going to have to watch it. It's good we're at a distance. I want you to watch, see how it moves, and so that by the time it gets to us, you can predict where its blow is going to land.
Yes, ma'am.
As Masenna helps focus and lead the group, go ahead and roll. You guys kind of become rallied and almost sense what.
Do I add my vocal performance?
Yep.
Extra bonus to that?
Yep. So you all hone in on what the other is doing. But you get a plus 60 now from until Masenna's next turn to attack rating or damage.
The troll's unaware of this speech.
Oh, to attack rating.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I also don't know what we're facing.
So at this point, this thing hunkers around having been hit, and its response is to just walk towards you. It ducks down as it nears.
Hello, I'm Reg.
Nears you. Now, one thing you're going to notice about this specifically is his front side is far more armored than his back side in terms of like the hard scales that just cover this thing's torso. So now that you are facing the front part of it, it's going to be slightly tougher to hit. So that being said, our initiative, Reg leads.
Okay. Is there enough room for me to get by him?
You can, but you'll lose 1 square of movement.
Oh, that's cool. I get 12 now, so woohoo.
Look at you.
Reg is a faster boy than before. So noticing that his back is a weaker spot, like you said, Reg is, all right, guys, I'm going in.
Go for it.
Masenna, stay back. Stay with Caden. So
I'm not.
coming up behind him. And gonna switch back to the ice halberd.
Okay.
Which is 137. So plus the 60. First swing. 223.
That is a hit.
That's 182. I'm gonna go for number 2. I'm assuming he's still up.
Yep.
So that's 182 times 2. 364 damage.
Okay. He is still up.
Sorry I have to do this to you, but we don't want you killing nobody.
Caden, it's your go.
All right, I'm going to fire off 2 cold bursts.
Go ahead and roll.
Cold gusts. So AC 283 and 291.
From the front, those do not hit. They do not penetrate his thick scales.
Oh!
So, after that are the guards. And they're going to try their hardest, but I have a sneaking suspicion that their hardest ain't hard enough. No luck. Even the guy in the back does not. They just let loose an onslaught of spells. There's ice arrows flinging around. There's fireballs being cast. You know the scene in The Last Jedi where Luke gets hit with the huge freaking laser beam and then he's just standing there afterwards? That's what just happened. We're talking ice damage, fire damage. There might as well be a hurricane cloud of destruction that just flung by all of you. Reg, you're on the other side being protected by this giant troll. And the smoke clears just to reveal he is unscathed. It is a harrowing moment.
I forgot to ask. Did I get any bonuses from Masenna that round or no?
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, you would
Plus
have.
60.
Which, looking at it, still would not have helped you.
Okay.
Yeah, his
Am I able
armor
to
rating from the front is insane. What
Am I able to pull a Reg and talk to these guys, like shout at these guys back here?
Not right this second. Because of the sheer cacophony being created by all of their various spells.
Good word.
Yeah, so now that they have gone, it's the troll's turn.
Hello, friend.
Uh-oh. He's not going to be happy with this.
Let's see, the troll's gonna stand here.
Run, Masenna.
Masenna's gonna be out of range.
If I get the chance.
So, here's the deal. There's a advancement that allows you to make an attack against all creatures or enemies within range, melee range, in a 180 degree arc. Based on this thing's choice of weapon, as well as the location, he is going to attack all 3 of the guards and battle mages in front of him. He lands with a 464 to hit, and he kills all 3 of them.
Oh no.
Their bodies fling as he cleaves into the stone wall and smashes the wall a little bit. It's not completely destroyed and followed through at all. You can see the stone wall from the building, or from the room on the opposite side. But you guys are kind of shaking right now. So, Masenna, it is your turn.
You seem like you have this.
As you run down the hallway, Masenna, off down to your left, you see a group of Silver Shadow operatives about to engage with some other guards who are clearly blocking an entryway to what you assume to be some of the chambers that may house some of the nobility in them. So that's kind of what you see. Do you do anything in addition
What's this to the right?
That's a pool of water, just like a little spring inside the caverns.
And I sprinted, which I think that's all my actions then, right? Like I went further than my minimum allowed.
Yeah, you went 4 extra, right? Yeah, you
2 extra, I think. I went 10.
Okay, then yeah. So you lose 20 stamina, which, for you isn't that big a deal. You can move 2 more squares if you would like to. You would spend 20 stamina to do so.
Done.
Okay. Deduct the stamina. Alright, the Silver Shadow operatives up there they don't notice you. They're dealing with their own stuff. They do hear the shriek of the troll, and they're very clearly trying to steer clear of that, so. Reg, your turn.
First things first, Reg is going to shout at these guys here. Hey, your comrades need your help. They is dying. Get into action. I'm guessing speechcraft.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
They rally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the Ocho. They kind of make a quick, hasty run up here and kind of flank you on either side.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I assume since we've been attacking him, he hasn't forgotten that we're there, right?
No, he's just moving past you to deal with his own stuff.
All right, so in that case, for safety's sake, Reg is going to move to here so he can shoot clearly in between them, and is going to switch back to Mr. Freeze
Okay.
and shoot him in the back. That's roll 1
Okay, second roll.
and roll 2.
So the second one connects. How much damage?
170.
Okay. With that, the troll is downed.
What?
Oh, thank goodness. Oh.
You guys did 2,800 damage to this thing.
I knew you could handle it.
Your words helped out quite well.
Yeah, a lot of the guys would not have connected if it weren't for Masenna, actually. There were a lot of, 180 rolls that got bumped over his rear-facing armor rating. So, the troll has been dealt with, now what?
Okay, you guys here.
Over here.
What's that? There's something over
I
there.
think this is where we're going.
Does anybody need to heal up?
Well, I think these guards are gonna need to heal pretty quick if we don't get over there.
All right, men. Is there any other bad guys this other way that one of you needs to stay behind, or can you come with us?
You're speaking to the guards that just joined the battle?
Yeah.
They say, aye, the half of the nobility is behind those doors. I'd wager leaving a detachment there just to make sure they're safe.
Yep. Two of you go over there, buddy system and all, so that way if one of you sees them, the other one can run for help or call out to us and we can return, okay?
You said 2 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buddy system.
All right. They buddy system this thing up.
All right, let's get moving. Let's try and sneak up real quiet, but real quick.
Now, at this point, the Silver Shadow operatives have just killed the 2 Emerald Guard, or not the Mivra Guard. Man, I've said Emerald Guardsmen so much in my life. Now it's just freaking muscle memory. So you're down 1 total from where you started with, but you think it'll be okay. So how do you want to engage with this?
Do we want to do the same thing we just did to the troll, but do it to them? Light them up like a hearth fire?
Yeah. I don't see any point in waiting.
All right, so I'll make sure we get clean shots.
Are you using your war drum ability, Masenna?
Yeah. I was here before. I've been observing him for a few moments. I guess I'll try to point him, act as a spotter a little.
Okay. Everyone kind of moves into battle formation.
This is to hitting.
Yes, please.
Sweet. Everyone gets a 130 to their attacks. All right.
Awesome. And do we get the 25 for being unaware?
Yes. So this turn you should get 145 as a bonus. And we can kind of keep the same initiative if you'd like, since they are unaware still.
You said 145?
Yep, total.
Do you mean 155?
130 plus
25 plus
oh
the
yeah,
130?
155. Sorry, I did my math wrong.
Just making sure. Awesome. Okay. So I think I was at the top of the list.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna aim, I guess, for this one first.
Go for it.
Firing away with Mr. Freeze.
Hit.
That would be... What did I say it was on the troll? Like 560, I think?
Yeah, so you kill this one.
Okay. Shooting the next furthest away just to be safe.
Okay.
Wait, oh, sorry, I clicked away.
So this one is just with your normal attack rating, and then the one's 130 from Masenna.
Oh, so I don't get the 25?
No.
Can we just subtract the 25?
Oh yeah, duh, I guess that is the easier way to go. So how much damage do you deal?
In that case, it would be 170 ice damage.
Okay. Moving on from Reg is Caden.
All right. I guess I'm going to target this one right here.
Okay.
With the cold gust. And that's going to be plus 145 more for the hit.
Cool. That's
So
a
it's
hit.
like
You deal double
400.
damage, killing him as well. And how much
And
damage
then
do you
I'll
take for
use,
that?
A second cold gust on this guy right here.
Okay.
Do I get the bonus to hit with the second attack too, or just the first attack?
Just the first attack.
Okay.
Well, he still
So
gets
then
the
that one is just a
130, right?
267.
Yeah. Okay. After Caden is the guards. They're all going to attack with their 145. So they get 275 on their attack. Hit, hit. Critical fail. Hit, hit.
He's had a hard day.
Yeah. So the rest of them just unleash their flurry of spells, and thankfully from the damage you guys have done, and the rest of them, just before they enter the doorway as well, which is really a good thing, because once they would have entered that doorway, there's no telling where they would have gone from there. So, what do you do now?
Okay, is there any other places that the nobles is hold up?
The court wizard says, I know they are from that door and from the one behind.
Okay, so the queen told us to save them, and I'd say we did the saving.
Indeed. We should go and check on them, though, and make sure they haven't been killed thus far.
Yeah, how did they get in down here anyway? Is there an opening somewhere that they might still be coming in that we need to stop, or do we just head for the queen?
I don't know. There was an explosion.
Which way was it from?
To me, it felt like from the main entryway, but there are some potent magics that would teleport people into places they may have been. They may know of.
Can I just do a potency check, like a gut check?
Yeah. What are you trying to discern?
If we should try and find an opening down here that needs plug-in, or do we head for the queen? Kind of feel my gut on which feels better.
I think we should head for the queen. I don't think we're going to be able to stop them from coming in.
You guys also have no clue whether or not the nobility you were sent to make sure is okay is actually okay. All you know is 2 doors are closed.
Did
I
my
think we
gut
need
tell
to
me
go
that?
make a push towards the queen.
Okay, so you're abandoning the nobility?
No, the nobility. I thought the queen was the nobility.
Oh no, so the queen went off in a different direction. You guys are trying to make sure that all the nobles that are part of the court are still alive and okay. They were sent to their rooms before the attack.
I think we should check on them.
Yeah. Caden's right. So let's go check on the ones over here, the door they almost just got in, and then on the way back, we check on the troll door. And if everyone's okay, then we go for the queen. How's that sound?
Everyone stands at attention, ready to go.
Sounds good to me.
This is the most people that's ever listened to me in my whole life.
All right, everyone move their tokens, and then the guard will follow suit.
Is there anything we need to roll to like check the door, or would it I mean, I'm assuming they had it barred.
Actually, I'm gonna pop off a hill on myself. Is anybody else hurt?
Not to my knowledge.
Only.
Also, I don't trigger pressure plates anymore. That's worth noting.
That is very invaluable. So,
Oh, I have something for you, Masenna. Unless you're using it right now.
I'm not sure if I'm using.
Magic carpet.
I wasn't using that. I did hear about it, but I forgot to write it.
I passed it over to Masenna. I was holding it.
so you actually gave that to her before she left Barsuli.
Oh, okay.
How big is this? Is this something I can like tuck in my belt, or is this like huge?
It's not super huge. It's something that you can kind of carry on the side of your backpack and be fine. It's very
Maximum
thin.
capacity 1
I don't think I had enough money for a backpack. I don't think I have that.
Well, you can. If someone has probably given you some sort of sack or something like that, or maybe
I have
just
a
like
satchel.
There you go.
We'll kill
it's
plenty
something-
of things that potentially had a backpack for you.
Yeah.
We can
Or
always go shopping later.
like a belt that you can strap to the rolled up carpet and carry it that way, almost like a quiver, you know. But yeah, there's plenty of methods that you could easily transport this. It's only 4 foot, like 3 and 4 foot wide ish, so enough to carry one person easily. 1 or 2 people, because it is kind of long. And then I think I said 1 reg. But
Max capacity 1 ridge.
yep. So
All right. Would a sneak check be in order to look in and see if everything's safe?
I mean, you can just look down the hallway. There's you open the door and there is nothing down this immediate hallway. If you're going to continue sneaking down the hallway, then yes.
Yeah, we would need to go into the hallway, maintaining a vigilance to make sure that nothing is amiss.
Okay. So if anyone's sneaking, roll your sneak check. That's a good roll.
I'll give it a shot. Might as well try.
So
I'm clearly the
Caden goes
best
to
at
try. Yeah, Caden goes to try and sneak and falls over. Reg, you kind of fall behind, but Masenna is way more nimble than you are. So moving forward, she kind of gets to the corridor and first and pokes her head out, looking in either direction, and there is no one down this hallway at all. And it is a very, very long hallway. There are several doors kind of facing your side of the wall that you guys are on, and one wall to the south, which is the top of our map. The wall to the south the door to the south is the closest door to you, but you don't have to go in there first, obviously. You can do whatever you want.
Can I listen to see where noise is coming from?
Yeah, so as you are listening down the hallway, go ahead and roll a performance check. It is eerily silent, and you have very good hearing. So you think...
Fellows, it is eerily silent, and I have very good.
Your gut kind of tells you that it's either because everyone's dead down this hallway, or someone's hiding in fear of people they've heard, or the explosion.
It's either because everyone's dead down this hallway, or they're hiding in fear of whatever the game master.
So, which direction do you go?
What do you think? Process of elimination?
I say we go left. Then there's less space that we need to backtrack if we have to flee swiftly.
That's a good plan.
Can you squeeze past me in the hall?
I mean, I can try.
You're able to squeeze past.
Knock, knock. It's Reg.
As you...
others to move in behind us.
They will in a moment. As you knock on the door, the door just creaks open just from the pressure that you have placed on the door. Inside is basically an armory. There's many weapons of various types and sizes. They're kind of laid out in a fashion as though were either just worked on or they're freshly made. There's also some heavy armors of various types and kinds. The most notable one that you see is plate mail. That's probably the most advanced armor type that you see. But no one's in here.
It's empty except a bunch of weapons and armor and stuff. Any chance that something we could use? Should we look around for, take a quick peek?
Should we be stealing from our allies?
Well, it's not stealing if we're using it to save them. I mean, that only
Suppose
takes...
that's a way to look at it.
I put it back, I promise. I'm a look.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely have a look. I mean, I seriously doubt that they would take offense to us utilizing whatever tools we find available to save their hides.
Even suggested to the men, you might want to look in here in case there's a better sword or something for you to use.
They all hold up their fingers in response. As though, like, we cast magic. Like, we're using spells to fight. We don't need the blades or the weapons. Most of them have similar gear, at least on them or sheathed or something to get if they're in a pinch. But,
okay, it's a good point. What do we need to roll to look around?
You don't. It's laid out visibly, as though whoever put it there intended for people to come and grab it when they need to. So, is there anything that you're looking for specifically?
Reg being who Reg has become, just looking for any unique magical weapons that might join his Swiss Army collection of stuff.
There's nothing that's been spellbound in there. It's all just standard weaponry.
There's nothing for Reg, but I don't know, Masenna, you might. I don't know if you want anything new, because that sword doesn't seem to like you very much.
He likes me better than one that isn't magical, I can tell you that much.
Masenna, roll 1d100. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
Keep going.
All right, I guess we should keep going then, huh?
One door at a time.
All right, who's opening the next door in the hallway?
Maybe I should not go first because I is a bit of a bottleneck.
But isn't that a good thing? Well, I guess except for the bottleneck itself.
The
good
guards
thing for us, not so much for you.
The guards kind of place themselves. They shuffle as quietly as they can down the hallway, just kind of placing themselves outside of doors. Okay. Just on the off chance that there is a fight, everyone's got line of sight for the most part. Everyone can jump in and help as needed. They kind of go ahead.
I was gonna say that it's time for Reg to say hello. Knock knock, hello, it's Reg. Anyone alive?
The door creaks open to reveal just an empty room. There's beds and cots and stuff, but nothing crazy.
I guess it's better than a dead one answering, huh? Is there anything that would catch my eye in here, or should I keep going?
It's just beds and blankets and stuff.
All right, excuse me, pardon me.
Now, before you do that, Caden and Masenna, where are your characters standing right now?
I just moved up next to him.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm right behind him. Give me.
Okay.
Are we Scooby-Dooing this door?
Apparently. All right. What do you
I
do?
need to change my keybind.
You're good. What are you doing, Reg?
Knock, knock. It's Reg. Is you alive?
The door opens up as the other one did, and a noble is sitting in his bed. What happened?
People's trying to kill everyone. We's trying to save you.
I'm not leaving.
We ain't staying, so your call.
Well, I refuse to be caught in a fight.
I mean, so does Masenna, but she's doing fine.
I'm probably a little sneakier and faster than he.
Indeed, you look of someone who at least knows how to carry themselves should there be trouble afoot. I have political experience, mind you.
Okay, you could try talking to them when they try and kill you, but I don't know how far it'll get you.
The guard that's standing outside of the room with you says, "Look, I'll stay with him."
Okay. Do you happen to have anything we could use to help protect everyone?
I can't say that I do. Unless you count my riveting speechcraft as helpful.
I do not.
Well, okay then.
Board up this door when we leave. Don't open it for anybody unless you hear the secret knock.
And what is the secret knock?
We'll keep it simple. 4 knocks,
Reg.
pause, 3 knocks, pause, 2 knocks, pause, 1.
Well, okay then. I will keep my ear to the door should I hear that. There's a battle mage and a guard that opts to stay with. As you go through the rest of the hallway, these are just common rooms at this point, but they're all empty. They appear to be part of the barracks for the castle. The one room that the noble was in is probably the fanciest room, and clearly the closest to where the guards sleep in shift. So there are some chests and things, footlockers, if you would like to search them. If you would prefer not to.
As quickly and politely as possible.
Well, Caden said no.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear him.
If Reg needs to, I guess we can accommodate him, but I think we need to hurry to the other ones.
Yeah, that's why I said we do it quickly. Just open it up. Anything that could help us know, we keep going. In and out.
Are you doing it or no?
I am if I can.
Alright, so the rest of everyone continues forward. Reg is very quickly going through things and finds in total about 780 gold. 782 to be exact.
I'll put that back. I don't need it. I don't want to. I'm not stealing. I'm just looking for weapons and potions that could help us, you know.
Gotcha. Well, while you're doing that, so where does the rest of the group go?
I guess we're gonna go make our way over to this pool of water to see if there's anything beyond that. We're probably gonna skip that area, I'm assuming, and start heading towards the troll. I want to make sure that there's nothing that we're not seeing or haven't explored.
Yeah.
Do you intend to swim?
I'm not gonna swim. I'm just gonna see what we can see from here.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it butts up to the back cavern where those rooms are dug into.
Okay.
So you're not missing anything.
All right. Oh look,
Reg would be heading back.
Ready.
Yep. All right. So as Reg regroups with you, where are you heading?
Gonna make our way over towards the door that they were originally guarding and see if those 2 guards are still there.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of move everyone over that way real quick. Perfect.
Hey guys, it's me, Reg again.
The guards are still there. They say, "Aye, welcome back. We've heard no trouble thus far."
Have you looked inside and made sure of it, though?
Aye, we have not. We've just been making sure that no one passes through.
Well, we need to do an emergency sweep. Just make sure everyone's okay, because apparently they're porting in or something like that.
All right, take a look then. Hopefully, everything's all right.
That's the hopes.
So, again, there's long hallway as you enter left, right. You can hear fighting from behind you. The fighting that seems to have escalated past just the sword and shield, assassinations. There have been more big rumblings. You fear that there are more trolls or something larger even that may have entered the castle.
Can we tell? You say from behind us, as in
Back towards the
direction we just
throne
came
room.
from?
Not from the direction you came from, the far area, kind of where the queen had run off toward.
Okay.
All right, left or right?
What do y'all think?
Hey, why don't we do left?
Okay.
I say right. We already know it's to the left largely.
Do we?
I don't think we do.
Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong part of the map.
He's okay.
A roll of chance, maybe?
You want me to flip a coin?
I just think we should just go left. Keep it simple. We'll explore left, then we'll come back, and then we'll do the right side.
Yep. Some of you guards come in with us just to help out, okay? But leave the buddies outside.
All right. The two that you still have with you enter.
All right, let's do what we did before, okay, guys?
They both get into position. The court mage around the corner. He peeks down and alerts you to there being nothing around that bend.
All right. Knock, knock, it's Reg.
The door opens. Again, not locked. Inside, however, it's a potion and scroll storage room. So there is a cabinet on the far end there, on your left as you enter, that is filled top to bottom with various potions. The ones that poke out immediately to your eye are potions of healing.
Okay, Mr. Guards, this seems like this is important supplies that could help all of us in the battle, or the others that we come across. I was gonna grab them, all right? I swear, if we get to the end of this and you want me to put stuff back, I will, all right?
He says, this is no time to second guess things or figure that out. Grab them. If we need them that will help us, then let's take them.
Okay, we's doing that, but my mom always said, even if you're in a hurry, try and be polite, Reg.
There are 11 potions of healing that will heal for 100 health.
And anything with the scrolls, anything that would stick out as useful?
Most of them are spells of quick heal, things like that. Stuff you can quickly cast on yourself if you need to. There are 5 of those.
All right, 5 of quick heal. How much is that there?
I think it's 50.
Okay.
Quick heals are base 50.
Yep.
All right, let's move on.
All right. The rest of you around the corner, the guard takes his place. The court wizard kind of goes towards the end of the hall there.
Knock, knock. It's Reg. Please hurry.
The door swings open. This room is the most interesting room that you've encountered so far. Inside looks like some sort of ritual room. There is a bath, like a porcelain bathtub on the far end. There's a curtain. There is a pedestal dais thing. There's a table with a book open on it. There is a gem mounted to the wall that is currently emitting a glow. But on the floor are these very intricately carved drawings of creatures, of animals, of wisp, wind things. It's very bizarre.
You boys know what this is?
The two guards that are with you, or the guard and the court wizard, just shrugs. The court wizard simply says, "Aye, this is one of those rooms that we aren't very privy to."
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looks like a privy.
From my magical knowledge as to what it might be, what might this room be used for.
Say that again, Caden.
I say I want to make like a potency type check to see if I can discern what this room might be used for.
Yeah, roll for it. And just make sure you declare it first.
I'll put 100 into it.
Okay. Whew, that's a great roll. All right, so as you're looking around, you notice a couple of things. Number one, the gem that's hung on the wall that's emitting the glow, it is completely magical. And you feel as though it's keeping watch of you. You can kind of ascertain that there is some form of alarm set via that gem that is alerting whoever owns this room or whoever is responsible for this room to your presence. Number two, the carvings on the stone were not made by a craftsman. It's as though that they have magical energy emanating from them. The thing that is most interesting in regards to the carvings is that you can see some of the ones that resemble animals blinking. It's very bizarre. Like periodically they will just blink as though they are alive. The third thing is the most surprising, I'll say. As you're kind of walking about the room, and I'll go ahead and say that, you know, Reg and Masenna have entered the room with you as you're, you know, walking around, just arms out, kind of feeling out the room. You notice the gem, you notice the carvings, and the most potent energy that you feel coming from this room is actually stemming from Masenna.
What?
Yep.
Masenna, you feeling all right?
It must be the lion's head totem.
Oh, is Masenna carrying the lion's head totem right now?
Indeed.
Yes.
Now,
Before he died, Mr. Business handed it to me.
Always a businessman, that one.
a tear is shed by all. Rest in peace, Mr. Business. So, Caden, you've actually been around the Lion's Head Soul Siphon for some time now, through the various adventures. This is actually a very different type of potent energy that you're feeling emanating from Masenna.
Can I tell Jarrett where about on Masenna the energy's coming from?
Yeah, so Masenna, Caden's been walking around like almost as if he has a metal detector. You know, he's kind of like, that's an odd image, but that's really what it's been like. He's been walking around kind of like putting his hands out on things, getting close to him. And so as you see his gaze kind of turn towards you, his curious stare becomes ever more present as he nears you. And his hands move from the soul siphon, just checking that out to make sure it's not that. It moves kind of across your torso, and it kind of gets inappropriate almost, but he goes past your torso to your sword. And the look on Caden's face as he realizes the sword you have is vastly superior to his blade, it just surprises the heck out of him.
This is an amazing weapon.
Well, it sure fooled me.
So,
It's going to require further study at some point.
Indeed. Now, there are runes on it, and they're in a language that you don't exactly know very well, but if you would like to roll, there might be a possibility that you can figure it out.
Okay, I will make that attempt, and...
This is going to be another potency check.
Reg is going to try
hurt,
and assist.
I'm going to do the same.
Yeah, so you had 100 from the last one.
Did it for me.
Nice. So Caden channels a lot of his potent energy into really trying to stretch his mind, stretch his spirit to determine what those runes mean. And as he does so, a voice pops into your mind, Masenna. And what that voice...
You took off too much.
Huh?
Oh no,
I didn't do one for the first potency check.
I did it for the first potency check.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, my bad.
I was at 890 and I dropped to 790, and then the next one would bring me to 690.
Okay, cool. So as you're discerning what the blade says on it, Caden starts talking in a language that no one really knows. You kind of guess that Pax would know what it is that he's saying, just because of her knowledge of the potent arts. But he takes a moment. He reads it aloud. He stands up and then looks you in the face. And as he's looking you in the face, Masenna, you hear a voice in your head. And the voice says, "Finally, I've been awoken. You need to know my name." What do you respond with mentally? Or verbally?
Well, you could give me whatever name you want. I'm still gonna pick one once I come up with one. I've been trying to think for months.
No name that you can think of will be my true name, for I already have a name, and that is Avikra.
Fair enough. Is there any reason I should know that name? It doesn't mean anything to me.
I hold the essence of one of the finest martial warriors of my time. Centuries ago, I was bestowed with his essence, Avikra's essence. And I tell you, should you use my true ability in battle, you will not be disappointed.
How do I do that?
Simply state my name, and should you need to sheathe my potent energy, command me to slumber. And
Why would I ever sheathe you?
sometimes it is important to show a warrior's true prowess by their own ability and not that of another.
I'm not a warrior, so...
Well then, allow me to help you in some of the situations you find yourself in.
Fair enough.
So, for your own knowledge, Masenna, or Forrester, I should say, if you speak the word Avikra aloud, the sword basically becomes active. If you command it Avikra slumber, it will go back to its normal +10 steel sword. Now, when it is active, you effectively gain 150 to your attack and damage. You gain 1 extra attack, and you crit on 15%.
Whoa!
Nice.
So, there's that. Now, it is currently not active. You have not technically spoken its name yet. So,
All right.
all right, moving on.
Is you okay, Masenna? You was kind of mumbling to yourself there.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Well, perhaps this sword does have a bit more to it than I'd assumed.
Huh.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to cast a quick heal on myself.
Okay.
I should net 202, so that should top me off.
Nice, I got you.
Well, I'm glad you and your sword is becoming friends then. I'm friends with all me weapons. That's why I give them names.
The court mage kind of whispers down the hall, "Are you guys coming?"
Oh, right. Excuse me. Knock, knock, it's Reg.
Just to confirm, we did explore everything in a room. Mostly it was just that thing that looks like some sort of
Yep. Yeah, it was just that there's a magical alarm in that room.
Okay.
Now, in this room that Reg just opened, it's like a workbench. There's a surface that people have been chiseling different sculptures and things like that into. There's a chest of tools and things like that to the right there. But nothing of importance that you can discern in this room.
Okay, last door on the front. Knock, knock, is this Reg?
The door swings open again, much like the others, to reveal a library. In here are many different books. There's a couple of spell tomes, but mostly it's various historical documents and things like that.
We'll snag those spell tomes for now.
Okay. Would you like to know what they are right this second?
Sure. Let me pull my.
Why not?
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Iron Skin.
Okay, I already have that one.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I have oak skin. Nice.
Yep.
Iron.
The next one is Negate.
Negate. Okay.
Flame Arrow.
Flame arrow.
And the last one is Disguise.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
Senna will really like that one.
Alright, maybe these will come in handy, otherwise, let's head to the other side.
All right. You guys mosey to the northeast, I think it is. Back to where the entryway was. And you
Okay.
continue down that way. And everyone just follows kind of the same protocol again. Stand outside of doors, keep a watch, things like that. Reg, that first door you open up, same as before. It's just a couple cots and things like that. Nothing of, a lot of importance.
Yep, nothing here, keep going.
Moving,
Knock, knock.
Yep, moving on. There, you open this room, and one of the nobles is sitting in his very large room, and he greets you. What are you doing in my chambers?
Hello, I'm Reg. You was in danger. We was checking to make sure you was safe.
Well, indeed, I'm safe.
Oh, that's good news. We
Flash the ring.
Ah, yes.
You should
My
come
liege.
with us.
I don't know that that's a wise idea. I see a couple guards there. Maybe you should just leave them with me.
we got a friend of yours holed up in the other chambers. When we go to leave here, maybe you can make it to them.
That sounds like a good idea. Let us go then. He kind
No
of...
reason to split our forces more than necessary.
Yeah.
Alright, see, we're gonna keep checking, make sure we got everybody. Knock,
All right.
knock, this is Reg.
The door swings open. It's a Solethal noble. Hello. How can I be of service to you?
Hello, we got a gold ring. There is danger. Come with
Second verse, same as the first.
So you got this noble, you got that noble, and then there's this third door down there where the final noble is in their room. You grab them, you come back, they're all kind of around Masenna now. So you have 2 guards, 3 nobles, and then the rest of your group. So, where do you go from here? You bring them back?
I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, we'll head back to the
double
entrance.
Okay. To the entrance or back to that room where the other noble and guards are?
back to the other room where the other nobles are.
Okay.
Where the other
Yeah,
noble
I guess
is.
so. I guess we can escort them.
Okay, the other 2 guards that are there also follow with you. And at this point, you have a pretty solid base of, people that are protecting that group. So you kind of drop them off. The nobles feel safe. The guards feel confident in their ability to protect them, especially considering that there's a dead troll in the way, So, what do you do from here?
I guess we need to finish exploring to make sure that everybody's going to continue to be safe.
I mean, did
There's
they say
more
we need to go
explosions
try and
coming
save
from the north, or from the south, rather, where the queen is.
We need to
think that's
probably
where we
head
need
and
to
see
go.
if the queen needs us.
Okay. Everyone, put yourself by the troll, and then I'll move everyone around.
Where did I?
Would it be a good idea to search corpses later then? If we make it through this?
Yes.
I'm coming back for you, Mr. Troll. I bet you have some goodies.
Oh, the troll actually has nothing on it.
Oh, you was a disappointment.
Yes,
Alright.
that big old weapon.
How many of the guards are willing to come with us for the queen?
So I'm gonna kind of just give some dialogue as we go. I've moved you guys right here, and so you hear very loud explosions on the left and right, past this little open area. Which way do you plan on going?
Hang on one second. I'm just trying to figure out how did we get here.
You went back
So
to
we
the
didn't come through there.
No, you
Oh,
went
okay, I
back
see,
to
I
the
see.
throne room and then traveled north.
I see. Okay.
So I'm guessing none of the extra guards came with us.
No, every guard from here to there is either dead. I'm sorry. Those guards towards the front should not be there.
Because I think we had 6 living guards. I just wanted to see if at least 2 of them were willing to come with us, if not more.
No, all of them are protecting the nobles.
All right. I see.
So where do you go?
All right. So are these 2 guards here or no? These 2 guards are not here.
They are there. What you're
Oh,
looking
okay.
at now is actual.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell them that they should come with us as we come through. I think we should go ahead and just go through there. Although there is a corridor right here that we could explore.
Totally up to you.
Well, I was just asking for input from my fellow constituents. There's noise out there, which we probably should deal with, but there's also a corridor here.
Well, the noise seems more urgent.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got this gold ring. Your queen's in danger. You're gonna help us, all right?
They fall in line behind you immediately. They are
That's
ready
good
to
news.
go.
All right, let's, one of us should take a peek around the corners.
Who's taking the peek around the corners?
Masenna, you want to peek, or should I peek, or we both peek?
I can do it.
Okay. You peek around the corner to notice on your left is the most eye-catching thing. It was another very large troll. It has been killed, and it took some things with it. There is currently one battle mage half clinging to life on the opposite side of the troll.
Troll!
Troll in the dungeons thought you ought to know.
It's dead, but
No, I'm just
Just
making
wanted you to know.
making a Potter reference. Sorry. Are you letting us know about the guy?
oh yeah, I will. Like,
Okay, we should probably go heal him up. We should rescue him, right?
Absolutely. I'm definitely down for assisting him. Let me see what I can do for him with my lay on hands here.
All right, let's tread carefully. Who knows who else is out here?
All right, so as you peer to your right going by, you see just an empty corridor all the way through. It goes down fairly far.
Okay, so for this guy here, I'm going to take the time to heal him twice, and that'll be 300 total, and I take 150.
Okay. He is back to full health. So there's a door to the north of you, door to the south of you.
Oh, the ward has fallen off of us at this point, right? So I'll go ahead and refresh the wards, and then I'll heal up.
Okay.
Let's take a moment here, guys, and
Thank you, Caden. Now, Mr. God, do you know what's going on besides the dead troll?
He very laboriously.
Are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us?
Total, yeah.
So that's 3 turns of casting, so that's another 150. And then we would need another turn for me to get back. So it's a minimum of 4 turns.
Okay, sounds good.
And maybe an extra turn just to relax and catch my breath and get my composure
Gotcha.
to get back to full.
Okay. So you're back to full. The guard the battle mage laboriously says, "Troll, it came out of nowhere. We weren't prepared. We heard the shouting from our training chambers and came immediately. We don't know how it got in. We thought maybe it came through the front door, but that wasn't the case. We think it teleported in. Somehow, someone teleported it in here. It laid waste to many of us, and the couple of researchers we have working on things in these rooms next to us, they were destroyed as well. One of them, I believe, survived, though. He's in that room right there." He points to the north, which is the one I just showed you. The door is shut for whatever reason. Do you open it?
First, I know it must have been tough to go with what you did. But you're safe now. You stick with us, and we're gonna get out of this okay.
Indeed, I believe that thoroughly.
We're gonna check on your friend now. My name is Reg, by the way. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Vincent.
Vincent, it's a pleasure. Sorry we had to meet like this. But I'm
it's
gonna
all
go
good.
look and make sure your friend's okay.
The spellbinder in the room next door actually overhears you talking through the door, opens it and says, saviors I've heard so much about. Well,
Hello.
take us to safety, saviors.
You don't seem to be a fan of that tone, but you was working with magic stuff, right?
Indeed.
Do you have anything in there that could help us defend ourselves?
Well, most of it was ransacked or burned, but I did manage to grab this. He pulls out some Athelian boots that allow the wearer to use the spell Firewall once a day.
I appreciate it. This will help us very nicely, I think.
Take him. I don't need him. Most of my work is gone anyhow.
Hey, you is safe. That's what's important. You can always start new work. Now,
That is a good point.
we're trying to save as many people as we can. Do you know which way the others is?
Everyone went towards the ancient storm elemental, worried it was gonna get out.
What's that now?
I'll just show you. I'm gonna move everybody so I can take everyone where they need to go. He is definitely not in a good mood, as you can tell. He grabs the rest of the group and just kind of leads you all down the hallway. You guys get about right there. And as you enter into this little opening, he goes, "This is the room. So important. All of this study and all the resources, they don't get put in my area of expertise. Instead, we're trying to funnel all our money into this thing. Anywho, have fun. I hope you enjoy your time in there."
Is this really the time to be doing the complaining, or should we be doing the saving?
Fine.
I listen to the door. Do I hear anything going on in there?
You hear sounds of immense electricity. Like if you've ever heard a power distribution center have like electrical arcs, it is that loud. Think like Tesla coil type stuff.
Like being okay, I got you. Yep, I've been around Tesla coils before.
Yeah. What do you do?
I think whatever's in there is okay. I don't. Does it sound like it's fighting anything or anything?
No, but it's just the hum of electricity.
Yeah.
Do you think, if nobody's gotten in here yet, should we check the other doors first?
I don't know. We could take a peek. Can we we could try to crack it and just take a peek in there.
Yeah.
I'ma back up just a smidge, just in case whatever that stormy thing is grumpy.
Who's opening the door?
I'll open it. I'll check it for traps first. Knowing my luck, this will be the one thing that they want out about. So
go ahead and roll.
Roll my trap. Looks good.
Yep. You don't notice any traps on it. So you creak the door open and you kind of push it harder than you had anticipated. But you open the door enough to see that Queen Visarnak, head researcher Vond, and the Vasilician Legacy's summoner, who I guess has been working with the Queen on some project, has an ancient storm elemental of humongous size. It is unnerving how large this thing is. It is encased in some sort of magical shield, and Queen Visarnak notices you and walks forward to address you. You found us.
The nobles the nobles are safe.
I am very, very, very relieved. Now, listen. You have my thanks. You may keep anything you found in the chambers and side rooms, anything that you used to help save my nobles. It's yours now. Now, there are a couple items from my vault I want you to have as well, because what you have done has single-handedly saved the entire governmental structure of the city of Mivra, and of Dalnain for that matter. Now, there's still lots to be done to recuperate, but thankfully my battle mages have saved many of our very, very important research and testings that we've been doing to advance our people. But you've held your own this day, and that will not go unnoticed. You will always be an honored friend of Mivra and Dalnain, and should you never ever need our aid, do not hesitate to ask for it. You may sleep freely in our walls for your bravery. She hands you 3 magic items. Okay. One of them's a plate mail barbute of cold resistance, which gives 2% cold resistance.
A plate mail what?
Headpiece, helmet.
Okay.
Heavy carapace gauntlets that deal an additional 10 damage. Rest in peace, Mr. Business.
Oh.
Yeah. And then a small quiver of 30 Norcerison arrows of plus 10 electrical damage. And so, as she hands you that, she also gives you 666 gold pieces, little gold crowns. And as the transaction concludes, she kind of goes back to talking with the summoner about, extra safeguards and things like that. To your best guess, the Silver Shadow was trying to unleash this thing to cause more damage, not only to you guys but also to the town at large. So,
I do ask her a question. Given the immense amount of magic here, we would like to summon our friend's a friend that has passed body and try to restore him. Is that something that someone here might be capable of, or may be able to assist us with?
We haven't totaled the bodies yet, but our head reconstitutionist was in that area over by our spellbinder. Did you happen to run into him? Is he okay?
Was his name Vincent?
No, Vincent's our spellbinder, and as Vincent hears his name, he begrudgingly walks in and goes, "Why are you talking about me?"
He's
Have you seen the head reconstitutionist?
I'm sad to say he's gone. He was killed.
That is ironic.
Aye, it is. But hopefully the Queen would see fit to funnel some of his budget to mine. The Queen gives him a terrible look. Like, this is not the time. What are you doing? Everyone craps on Vincent. What are you doing, Vincent? He takes the hint and he leaves again.
I thought Vincent was the other guy, the first one we rescued. But what was his name?
Huh?
The nicer guy that we rescued.
Oh, he was just one of the guards.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I got the main names mixed up. Spellbinder is now Vincent.
Vincent and D'Onofrio.
Yes. Vincent and Vincent.
They must get that a lot.
Yeah, that's why he's annoyed. So, all the time. So, you thank Queen Visarnak and depart toward the Vasilician legacy with Vond.
Hey, Kane. Do you think we should go check them bodies before we go? Since she said we could have whatever we found.
Rich, you have a one-track mind.
For real.
Pax isn't here, and I know Pax would be saying it.
So, as you depart through the throne room, you kind of pick up what you can, find 1,021 pieces of gold.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I should have took that other gold, but you know what? They didn't say it was okay then. It's fine. It's fine.
You let it go. Vond and the rest of your crew head back to the Legacy building. You hope Pax has found something to aid you in resurrecting Mr. Business. It's also high time that you find out why the Lion's Head Soul Siphon is so important to the Silver Shadow. Vaughn, with you, kind of instructs you on what the process needs to be, as you head back towards the Legacy building. And simply put, he says that there's a certain order that it needs to happen, and that you need to have a guide as you search through the archives. Many of the books are old and ancient, but we're going to end it there, and we'll pick it up next time with the Vasilician Legacy's archives. So,
Woo!
Yep, good job, everybody. I'll dole out experience and all that fun stuff in a moment, but as for the rest of our adventure, and as per usual, this is the end. We will hang out on chat, answer any questions as we do level up, stuff like that. Please give us a subscription on iTunes, on Spotify. Follow us, share us, all that fun stuff. We will have more information in regards to the following weeks as we get it. But most importantly, rest in peace, Mr. Business. Have a great evening.